Hello and welcome to Quiz Class. My name's Ellis and I'll be your host for today's trivia quiz. We've got 100 questions in this quiz and we'd love you to let us know at the end of the video how you rank based on our Quiz Class awards. You could be a champion, master, enthusiast, apprentice or an explorer, so let us know how you rank in the comments. Today's lineup of questions then, we have got the below categories: famous statues, fashion and clothes, World War II, 40s music hits, and this or that. A real mix there. We're wishing you the best of luck as we get started on our category of famous statues. We're going to start with question 1. Good luck. What city is home to the Christ the Redeemer statue? Lisbon, Mexico City, or Rio de Janeiro? The answer is Rio de Janeiro. Who designed the structure of the Statue of Liberty? Bartholdi, Antonio Gaudi, or Gustave Eiffel? The answer is Gustave Eiffel. 3. What is the primary material of Michelangelo's David? Bronze, marble, or limestone? The primary material of Michelangelo's David is marble. 4. Where is the Moai statue group located? That's M-O-A-I. Is it Easter Island, Madagascar, or Bali? Often known as the Easter Island Heads, the answer is Easter Island. What is the symbolic meaning of the Lincoln Memorial statue in Washington, D.C.? Freedom, wisdom, or unity? The answer is unity. Question 6. Which Roman god is represented in the Trevi Fountain's main statue? Mars, Neptune, or Apollo? The answer is Neptune. Question 7. What does the Great Sphinx of Giza combine in its design? Human and lion, fish and bull, or bird and snake? The answer is human and lion. Question 8. The Pieta by Michelangelo is housed in which famous basilica? Notre Dame, St. Peter's, or Westminster? The answer is St. Peter's. What does the mannequin Piss statue in Brussels represent? Power, freedom, or humour? The correct answer is humour. Which animal is depicted in the famous sculpture located in New York City's financial district? Bear, lion, or bull? The answer is bull. What is the historical inspiration behind the Terracotta Army in China? Emperor's Tomb, ancient myths, or military strategy? The answer is Emperor's Tomb. Question 12. What technique was used to create the Colossus of Rhodes? Marble carving, bronze casting, or wood chiselling? The correct answer is bronze casting. What is the height of Christ the Redeemer, including its pedestal? 125 feet, 150 feet, or 90 feet? The height of Christ the Redeemer is 125 feet. Who created the sculpture The Thinker? Bernini, Canova, or Rodin? The answer is Rodin. Question 15. Which era inspired the winged victory of Samothrace? Renaissance, Baroque, or Hellenistic? The correct answer is Hellenistic. Question 16. What historical event does Nelson's column commemorate? Hastings, Trafalgar, or Dunkirk? The answer is Trafalgar. Which Native American leader is honoured with a massive mountain sculpture in South Dakota? Crazy Horse, Tecumseh, or Sitting Bull? The answer is Crazy Horse. 18. What is the oldest statue known to humankind? Lion Man, Bust of Nefertiti, or Venus of Willendorf? The answer is Lion Man. Which Indian emperor is known for commissioning a series of inscribed stone columns across the Indian subcontinent? Emperor Ashoka, Chandragupta, or Akbar? The answer is Emperor Ashoka. 20. What material is the Statue of Liberty's outer layer made of? Steel, iron, or copper? The Statue of Liberty's outer layer is made out of copper. And we're moving on now to some questions about fashion and clothes. Which Hollywood star popularised the white halter dress in the movie The 7-Year Itch? Was that Audrey Hepburn, Grace Kelly, or Marilyn Monroe? That was Marilyn Monroe. 22. What type of hat became a symbol of silent film star Charlie Chaplin's iconic look? Bowler hat, top hat, or a fedora? Charlie Chaplin was very well known for wearing a bowler hat. What French designer is credited with creating the little black dress? Yves Saint Laurent, Coco Chanel, or Christian Dior? The answer is Coco Chanel. What item of clothing named after an island is a staple of tropical wardrobes? Hawaiian shirt, Bermuda shorts, or a sarong? The answer is Bermuda shorts. What military-inspired coat is often associated with Humphrey Bogart in Casablanca? Trench coat, pea coat, or an overcoat? In Casablanca, Humphrey Bogart wears a trench coat. Which celebrity made leather jackets a fashion statement in the 1950s? Elvis Presley, Marlon Brando, or James Dean? The correct answer is James Dean. 27. What is the name of the traditional Japanese garment often worn for weddings and tea ceremonies? Yukata, hanbok, or kimono? The answer is kimono. What was the purpose of the Victorian-era crinoline? To shape dresses, to keep warm, or to protect clothes? The answer is to shape dresses. Who is credited with introducing denim jeans to the American market? Ralph Lauren, Calvin Klein, or Levi Strauss? The answer is Levi Strauss. Question 30. Which hat, originally designed for women, was popularised by British men in the 19th century? Beret, bowler hat, or fedora? The answer is bowler hat. What is the name of the dress style that flares out from the waist and was popular in the 1950s? Sheath dress, ball gown, or A-line dress? The answer is an A-line dress. What type of fabric is traditionally used to make Scottish kilts? Tartan, silk, or wool? The answer is tartan. 33. Which 1980s pop star popularised fingerless gloves as part of their iconic look? Was that Prince, Cyndi Lauper, or Madonna? Fingerless gloves were popularised by 1980s pop star Madonna. What type of shirt is named after its resemblance to a sailor's uniform? Polo shirt, Breton shirt, or Henley shirt? The answer is Breton shirt. What is the purpose of the hood on a parka? To protect from cold, to block wind, or to shield from rain? The answer is to protect from cold, though I'm sure it helps with all three of those. Which 1970s style featured pants with a tight fit at the top and wide flares at the bottom? Chinos, bell-bottoms, or cargo pants? The answer is bell-bottoms. What type of dress was famously worn by Audrey Hepburn in Breakfast at Tiffany's? Did she wear a black sheath, a wrap dress, or a ball gown? The answer is a black sheath. Which type of shoes, often seen in the 1990s, feature thick, clunky soles? Platform shoes, loafers, or sneakers? I've read clunky there, but as you can see, it's chunky soles. The answer we're looking for is platform shoes. Well done if you got that one. Here's question 39. What name is given to the wide-brimmed hats often worn at horse races like the Kentucky Derby? Fascinators, fedoras, or sun hats? The answer is fascinators. Question 40. What piece of clothing worn over the shoulders was popular in the Victorian era? Stole, shawl, or cape? The answer is cape. Moving on now to a new category, and these questions are all about World War II. In which year did the US enter World War II after Pearl Harbor? 1941, 39, or 44? The answer is 1941. Who was the British Prime Minister during most of World War II? Neville Chamberlain, Clement Attlee, or Winston Churchill? We had more than one Prime Minister during World War II, but who was British Prime Minister for most of it? The answer is Winston Churchill. Which World War II leader famously declared, "We shall never surrender"? Was that F.D. Roosevelt? Was it Winston Churchill? Or was it C. de Gaulle? The answer is Winston Churchill. Which German officer attempted to kill Hitler in 1944? Klaus von Stauffenberg, E. Rommel, or H. Himmler? The answer is Klaus von Stauffenberg. What was the name of the large-scale invasion on June 6, 1944? D-Day, Operation Overlord, or Operation Torch? The answer is D-Day. Which actress married to Bogart was a World War II icon? Betty Grable, Ingrid Bergman, or Lauren Bacall? Which of those was a World War II icon? The answer is Lauren Bacall. 47. What was the US war bond drive's main purpose? To entertain, to recruit women, or to fund military? The answer is to fund military. Question 48. Which actress was a pin-up girl during World War II? Rita Hayworth, Betty Grable, or Veronica Lake? The answer is Betty Grable. What was the famous American World War II slogan that encouraged women to work in factories? We can do it, Rosie the Riveter, or Fight for Freedom? The correct answer is Rosie the Riveter. 50. Who was the US president during most of World War II? Was it Harry S. Truman, Dwight D. Eisenhower, or Franklin D. Roosevelt? The answer is Franklin D. Roosevelt, and we are now halfway through this quiz. Which film was released during World War II to promote the US war effort? Casablanca, The Great Escape, or Gone with the Wind? The answer is Casablanca. 52. Which celebrity made propaganda films during World War II? Frank Sinatra, Bob Hope, or James Stewart? The celebrity that made propaganda films during World War II was Bob Hope. Which famous US singer performed for troops during World War II? Bing Crosby, Frank Sinatra, or Elvis Presley? The answer is Bing Crosby. What was the nickname of the US Army's 101st Airborne Division? Green Berets, Screaming Eagles, or Thunderbirds? The answer is the Screaming Eagles. Which country was invaded by Germany in 1939, starting World War II? France, Austria, or Poland? The answer is Poland. What was the name of the Japanese emperor during World War II? Akihito, Tojo, or Hirohito? Apologies for any mispronunciations on those names. We're looking for the name of the Japanese emperor during World War II, and the answer is Hirohito. Which Allied country first reached Berlin in 1945? Soviet Union, Britain, or United States? The correct answer is Soviet Union. Which American general led troops during the invasion of Normandy? Dwight D. Eisenhower, Omar Bradley, or George S. Patton? The answer is former President Dwight D. Eisenhower. Which famous 1940s actress was known for her role in The Wizard of Oz? Grace Kelly, Judy Garland, or Betty Davis? The answer is Judy Garland. Question 60. What was the code name for the secret US project that developed the atomic bomb? Operation Overlord, Atomic Force, or Manhattan Project? The answer is the Manhattan Project. Moving on now to some 40s music hits. Which famous singer recorded the hit White Christmas in 1942? Was that Frank Sinatra, Bing Crosby, or Louis Armstrong? The answer is Bing Crosby. 62. What was the signature dance style associated with the 1940s swing music? Lindy Hop, waltz, or tango? The answer is Lindy Hop. 63. Which band leader was known for the song In the Mood? Duke Ellington, Benny Goodman, or Glenn Miller? The answer is Glenn Miller. 64. Who was nicknamed The Voice and became a major radio star in the 1940s? Perry Como, Dean Martin, or Frank Sinatra? The answer is Frank Sinatra. 65. Which famous jazz singer recorded God Bless the Child in 1941? Was that Ella Fitzgerald, Billie Holiday, or Sarah Vaughan? The correct answer is Billie Holiday. Which big band leader was known for the song Take the A Train? Duke Ellington, Glenn Miller, or Count Basie? The correct answer is Duke Ellington. What style of music became the hallmark of wartime entertainment in the 1940s? Rock and roll, swing, or country? The answer is swing. Which 1940s singer is known for the hit song Boogie Woogie Boogle Boy? The Chordettes, the Maguire Sisters, or the Andrews Sisters? Which 1940s singer is known for the hit song Boogie Woogie Boogle Boy? The answer is the Andrews Sisters. Which jazz musician's song Sing 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 became a World War II era anthem? Count Basie, Glenn Miller, or Benny Goodman? The correct answer is Benny Goodman. 70. Which 1940s movie featured the song As Time Goes By? Gone with the Wind, Casablanca, or The Maltese Falcon? The correct answer is Casablanca. Which famous singer was part of the big band era and later became a solo star with Chattanooga Choo Choo? Frank Sinatra, Bing Crosby, or Glenn Miller? The answer is Glenn Miller. 72. Which song by Vera Lynn became a symbol of hope for British soldiers during World War II? We'll Meet Again, The Lambeth Walk, or White Cliffs of Dover? The correct answer is We'll Meet Again. 73. Which famous composer wrote The Nutcracker and was a key influence on 1940s jazz? Pyotr Ilyich Tchaikovsky, Igor Stravinsky, or Johann Sebastian Bach? The answer is Pyotr Ilyich Tchaikovsky. What was the most popular instrument in big bands during the 1940s? Trumpet, trombone, or saxophone? The correct answer is the saxophone. Who is known as the King of Swing and led an orchestra in the 1940s? Glenn Miller, Count Basie, or Benny Goodman? The answer is Benny Goodman, and we have a quarter of this quiz left to go. Which 1940s band leader was famous for 1 o'clock jump? Tommy Dorsey, Count Basie, or Glenn Miller? Glenn Miller's squeezing their way into a lot of the answers to the questions here. Is it correct, though, for question 76? No, the answer is Count Basie, who's also appeared as a number of options. Which popular World War II era song was performed by Frank Sinatra in 1942? I'll Be Seeing You, The White Cliffs of Dover, or Sentimental Journey? The answer is The White Cliffs of Dover. Which country was the birthplace of the popular 1940s music genre gypsy jazz? Italy, France, or Spain? The answer is France. 79. Which star made Sentimental Journey a huge hit in 1944? Bing Crosby, Nat King Cole, or Doris Day? Sentimental Journey was a huge hit in 1944 for Doris Day. 80. Which famous 1940s songstress recorded You Belong to Me in 1942? Doris Day, Helen Forrest, or Patti Page? The answer is Patti Page. And we now move away from 40s music and finish this quiz on some questions on this or that. What is the name of the traditional German dish made with pork knuckles? Is it this, Schweinshax, or is it that, Wurst? The answer is Schweinshax. 82. What traditional Brazilian stew is known for its rich combination of black beans and tender pork, creating a flavourful and hearty dish? Churrasco or feijoada? So, as you're probably guessing, this or that means 2 options. The answer there is feijoada. 2 options instead of 3. What type of meat is used in the bangers of the British dish bangers and mash? Sausages or bacon? Had it just last night. The answer is sausages. 84. What meat is typically used in the Middle Eastern dish shawarma? Lamb or beef? The answer is lamb. What type of meat is used in the South African dish bobotie? Is that lamb or is it beef? The answer is beef. What key ingredient is used in the French dish pâté de foie gras? Duck liver or chicken liver? The answer is duck liver. From which country does the dish moussaka originate, featuring a layered eggplant and meat casserole? Greece or Turkey? The answer is Greece. Question 88. What cut of meat is used in the Italian dish osso buco, a braised veal shank dish? Lamb or veal? Well, at this point we're testing to see if you're paying attention. The answer is veal. What type of meat is used in the American dish meatloaf, which is often baked with a glaze? Ground beef or pork? The answer is ground beef. In which South American country is the dish asado commonly prepared featuring grilled beef ribs? Is it in Brazil or Argentina? The answer is Argentina. Let's carry on with the final 10 questions. In which European country is coconillo, a slow-roasted pig dish, considered a delicacy? Is that in Portugal or Spain? The answer is Spain. Question 92. Which cut of lamb is commonly used in the Middle Eastern dish kebab? Shoulder or ribs? The answer is shoulder. What is the name of the famous South Korean dish featuring grilled beef short ribs marinated in a sweet soy sauce? Bulgogi or galbi? The answer is galbi. 94. What meat is used in the Argentinian dish empanadas, which are pastry-filled turnovers? Beef or chicken? So these this and that questions happen in the world of food. The answer there is beef. We're moving on to 95. Which type of meat is used in feijão tropeiro? Apologies for the mispronunciation there. It's a Brazilian dish and it's made with beans and what? Pork or chicken? The answer is pork. Question 96 next. Which cut of meat is used in the French dish coq au vin? A chicken cooked in red wine. Duck or chicken? The answer is chicken. Again, we're testing to see if you're awake here with some of these questions. There's some clues there just for you. Which cut of beef is typically used in the French dish boeuf bourguignon? Filet mignon or chuck roast? The answer is chuck roast. 98. What is the traditional meat in the Filipino dish adobo, often marinated in vinegar and soy sauce? Pork or chicken? The answer is chicken. Question 99. What is the traditional main meat in a classic British Sunday roast? Is it beef or lamb? Traditionally, what is the main meat in a classic British Sunday roast? The answer is beef. And 100. What is the main meat ingredient in the Italian dish saltimbocca? Is it veal or beef? The answer is veal. And we always finish round here on a bonus question. In which European city is the famous Colosseum located? Let us know the answer in the comments, and while you're there, you can let us know how many points you scored and which quiz class award you are taking home with you today. Very well done, and thanks again for playing this quiz. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell icon to be notified on all of our upcoming videos. In the meantime, there are plenty of quizzes uploaded that you can try right now, so get involved. Thanks again for joining us. My name's Alice and I've been your host, and we'll see you next time at Quiz Class.